Hello lovelies, do you want to enhance your YouTube videos? Do you want backgrounds like this one, that one, or even this one? Then sit back because I'm coming to show you how to make fake YouTube backgrounds which also look realistic like these ones within some few steps. Alright, now so let's get into action. So the first thing we have to do is to import our video into CapCut. So we'll be using CapCut for this process, and the first thing we have to do is to get our background image. We have a whole lot of sites that we can get our images from, but let's just stick to CapCut for the meantime and just import or generate one from CapCut. Now on your left hand side, CapCut has added a feature called AI generated. So you click on that one and you just give it a prompt. So you can see a space here. I already generated this prompt, and I asked it to generate a beautiful high quality YouTube studio with light. So you can generate something else, or you can just type in anything that you want. Okay, let's just say design a beautiful, design a high quality studio background. This should be okay. And after you've typed in your prompt, you can also come to adjust, and you have so many aspect ratios here, but because we are just doing this for YouTube, you just come and click on 16:9. You can use 9:16 if you are doing it for TikTok or Instagram, but let's just stick to 16:9 and that should be okay for us. And after that, you just click on generate. You can actually add anything that you want to generate on here. You can just say generate a background in a forest, generate a background in a park, just anything that comes to mind. Then you just generate it, then you click on generate, and after you click on generate, it will generate 4 images for you. It will take some time before it gets ready, but you just have to be patient. Now you can see that some of them are ready, and let's just actually go through them. This is how this one looks. This one doesn't look realistic, so most of them will generate and it won't actually look so realistic. You just have to look at them and see which one that best work for you. Now let me just play the devil's advocate and just stick to the one that doesn't look realistic. So if you look at these images, you can see that there is HD here. You just click on HD and your video will be converted into high definition, and it will take some time before it gets the high definition that we need. Okay, so after a while it will finish generating. When it finished generating, you just come to either download here or you just add it straight away onto your panel. So let me just click on apply and it will come to our panel straight away. So you can see that it's just came onto our section, but we don't want it here, we just want it above us. So we just move our own video, we just put it on top of the generated image, and we will just make sure that we run the entire length of the generated image. Okay, so now that we've gotten it like this, we have to make sure that we cut ourselves out from this original background. Now let me just play for you to see how our original video looks like. Hello lovelies, welcome to another episode. So today is one of our tech series production. So this is how our original video looks like. Now let's just cut ourselves from this background. So the next thing we have to do is just to cut ourselves off from our actual background so that we can replace it with the generated one. So let's just click on our own video, then you come to remove, then you come to auto remover. So if you click on auto remover, instantly it will remove yourself from your background depending on the size of your video. Now let's just play and see how it looks like. Welcome to another episode. So today is one of our tech series production, and today we'll be looking at how to do realistic YouTube video background. All right, so looking at this background, I don't know how you feel, but I think it doesn't look very realistic. It it's too sci-fi. It has a lot of images and lighting and everything just behind us, but you can just tweak it more. You can just make sure that you just add a bit of flair to it. So you can just come to your color resolution and make sure that you can relight the image if you have the pro version, or if you don't have the pro version, you can just make sure that you just go on to adjust button. So if you just go on to adjust button, you can just play with the colors in there. You can reduce the temperature in there, you can increase it if you want, or you can just do the tint. You can just increase the saturation, just add anything that you want onto your image or your background. So you can just increase the exposure, which makes it look so much unnatural, or you can also play with the contrast. So you can just do anything that you want in here, but to me, I just wanted to show you that some of the images that you would choose won't actually match the image or how you want to portray yourself, because if you look at this one, it doesn't look realistic at all. So you can just try again and go onto your AI and generate another image of yourself. Now let's just go on to another image generating site and see if we can generate some from there. Now let's just go onto Leonardo AI. So Leonardo AI is just another site where you can generate images there. So before this production, I went in there to generate some of the few images that you can see below. So it's just the same thing. You just click on anything that you want. So I just click on generate a cinematic YouTube background, and it should have a studio light, laptop and RGB lights. So I click on generate and it gave me these images. So it will take some time, just like what happened in CapCut. Then you will download these images. So if you click on download, it will go onto your download session, but you are not done. You just have to make sure that it fits your 9:16 screen size. So to do that, you just go on to canva.com, and with Canva we mostly use it to generate our thumbnails, but you can also use it to make sure that this image that you have generated fits the size that you will use for YouTube, that the aspect ratio will be okay for YouTube. So you just import your image onto your Canva work section, then you drag the images, making sure that it fill all the spaces in here, and when you are done, you just save it onto your desktop, and then you just upload it into your CapCut. So our image is done, and if you want to add a bit more elements to it, you can just go on to the element section in Canva, then you download anything that you want to add. In this case, I'll just download this play button of YouTube and put it somewhere here. I think this is okay. Yeah, there is no wrong or right way. You just have to match the way you want it, and that will be all. Let me just bring it a bit lower. Okay, this is much better. Yes, so when it finished like this, you can just edit it more. You can come to the edit section, and if you want to change how it looks, you can just add a bit more color to it, or you can just leave it as it is. But let me just use fresco design, and I'll just keep it like this. So I'll just download this image from Canva, then import it into my CapCut so that we can use it for our video. Now let's come to import and see if we can import this to make another background. So we have this image here, and you just drag it somewhere here. All right, so now let's just play and see how it will look. Can enhance your video production. And before you can achieve this, you no, let me play from this side. Production, and today we'll be looking at how to do realistic YouTube video background. Can you believe that this background is fake? Alright, so let me just bring this one somewhere here. Background. Can you believe that this background is fake? So is this one. Alright, so now you see how it's this one look more realistic than the other one. Just look at how this one looks. Background. Can you believe that this background is fake? So is this one, and that one has. So you all can see that the first one doesn't look more realistic like the second one. And as I told you earlier, you can just play around this one. There is no wrong or right way. You can just make sure that your image is a bit larger into your screen. You can also come in here and adjust the colors in here so that you can get the perfect one for yourself. You can increase the saturation in your background, or you can increase the saturation of yourself. So if you want to do for the background, just click on the background, then you increase the contrast or you decrease it depending on how you prefer it. And you can do the same for the shadows, but I prefer to keep the shadows a bit lower. And the highlights, let's see how, let me just dim it. I think this should be all right. So I prefer it this way, and I think this is much better. All right, now let's get another image from Canva itself. Now we are not going to design any or adjust anything. We just come straight into Canva, and because I love cooking, let's just click on modern kitchen, and if it pops up, you just look through and see which one best suits your video. So you just keep searching and searching in Canva till you get the one you think will best suit you. Now let me just choose something that has a bit more light. Let me just choose this one. So when you come to Canva and you are selecting images, make sure you choose the free version, because in Canva we have the pro versions and we have some of them which are free. So you have to make sure that you are sticking to the free ones if you don't have the pro version. Now I think this is okay, so let's just save this image and import it into our Canva. Okay, so this image is downloaded, so you just import it into our Canva session. Oops, where is it? Oh, it's here. All right, so we've imported our modern kitchen. We will just drag it once again onto our work session, and now let's see how it looks like. You can enhance your video production. And before, oh no, let's start from here. Can you believe that this background is fake? So is this one, and that one. Okay, so we just have to drag the kitchen somewhere here. Let's play it again. Can you believe that this background is fake? So is this one, and that one as well. All right, so you can see that. Let's see how this one looks. This one also looks quite okay. It looks a bit realistic, and you just have to play around to see which one that you think fits the image or anything that you want to do. All right, so now let's do another one for video. Can you believe that you can also put a video just behind you and make it more realistic as well? Now let's quickly do that one before we close this session. So to do that, you go on to pixels.com. We have a lot of sites to generate free images or videos from. So we've already gone to AI, leonardo.ai. We've went to canva.com. We are now going to pixels.com. So when you come to pixels.com, you can just choose a video, and you can just type anything, London streets or anything, any video that you want in your video. You just click on it. So let's just look at which one will, let's see this one. Oh, this one is too fast. we don't need this one, it's too fast. Now let's see this one. All right, so we will just download this one in full definition, and when it finished downloading, we will just go on to CapCut, then import this downloaded video in here. I don't think it's finished loading, so let's just, so we will come to our downloads, then we will import our video on to CapCut. All right, so it's just the same process. You just have to drag the image onto your workstation below you, and now let's just play and see how it will also look like. Just lightning, you have to be in a well-lit room, or you have to get enough lighting so that your face will be very clear when you cut yourself out. All right, so now I think everyone can do up to this stage. All right, I hope you have been able to follow up to this stage, and you can also make a realistic YouTube background video like this one. And you have to get some things right before you achieve this. You have to make sure the background is not very disturbed. It should just be a simple plain background with adequate lighting. You have to make sure your curtains or your windows or your source of light is very clear, like the one I have here. You can see it's shining right onto my face, and you have to make sure you get all these things in place before you achieve your realistic YouTube background images. And one thing you have to notice is that not all the generated images will fit your face or will fit your background. You can sometimes see that some of the images will be too bright for you, or it will be too dim for you. You also have the chance to go to the adjustment panel and reduce your saturation or increase the saturation, reduce the brightness, or you can increase it if you want and if it fits your video. All right, subscribe if you haven't. It really helps us a lot. Help the channel to grow, and see you in the next session. Bye bye.